Picture this, it's 2015. You're standing outside a bar in San Francisco. You open an app, tap a button, and a black Prius appears in 3 minutes. The driver offers you a bottled water, the car smells like vanilla, and the ride across town costs you exactly $8. You think, this is a miracle. The taxi industry is dead. Technology has solved transportation. But here's the secret the guy in the black Prius didn't tell you. That ride was a mathematical impossibility. When you factor in the fuel, the insurance, the driver's take-home pay, and the massive cost of running a global tech platform, the true cost of that trip was closer to $30 or $40. You paid $8. So, who paid the rest? A billionaire in a glass tower in Tokyo, a venture capital firm in Menlo Park, a Saudi Arabian sovereign wealth fund. For 10 years, the richest people on Earth were literally subsidizing your lifestyle. And they weren't doing it because they liked you. They were doing it to pull off the biggest gamble in the history of capitalism. The disruption, a war of attrition. In the beginning, Uber didn't call itself a transportation company. They were a logistics platform. They didn't own cars. They owned algorithms. We don't have employees. We have partners. We're just the middleman. It's the sharing economy. It sounded like a revolution. In reality, it was a war of attrition. The strategy was simple. Blitz scaling. Step 1. Use an unlimited mountain of VC cash to set the price of a ride lower than the cost of the gas it takes to get there. Step 2. Wait for every local taxi company, who actually has to pay their bills, to go bankrupt. Step 3. Become the only game in town. It was a predatory pricing masterclass disguised as innovation. Between 2014 and 2020, Uber managed to lose more than $20 billion. That's not a typo. They weren't just losing money, they were incinerating it. But Wall Street didn't care. They're losing $2 billion this quarter. Shut up and take my money. Look at the growth. Look at the user base. But the math doesn't work. Vibes, man. It's all about the data. The magic trick, the autonomous dream. The investors had one reason to keep the champagne flowing. The magic trick. See, everyone knew Uber couldn't be profitable as long as they had to pay a human being to steer the car. Humans are expensive. They need to eat. They need sleep. They want rights. So Uber sold a dream. Self-driving cars. By 2020, we'll have 100,000 autonomous vehicles on the road. No drivers, zero labor costs, just pure 100% margin profit. This was the grand pivot. The $30 billion they burned was just the acquisition cost for a future where Uber owned the very air you move through. Every time a skeptic pointed at the balance sheet, Uber pointed at a photo of a car with a spinning laser on its roof. But then 2020 arrived. The lasers were buggy. The software couldn't handle a plastic bag blowing in the wind, and suddenly, the future felt a lot further away. The magic trick had failed. The rabbit was stuck in the hat, and the billionaires were starting to want their money back. The rude awakening. The subsidy ends now. We're in the finding out phase. The era of cheap money is over. Interest rates rose, the VC spigot shut off, and the Uber subsidy evaporated overnight. Suddenly, your $8 ride is $28, plus a $5 fuel surcharge, plus a $3 safety fee, plus a tip. Uber didn't actually make transportation more efficient through tech. They just moved the costs around. They squeezed the drivers by taking a bigger cut, sometimes 50% of the fare. They squeezed the riders by using surge pricing algorithms that know exactly how much you're willing to pay when your phone battery is at 1%. The convenience we all fell in love with wasn't a technological breakthrough. It was a subsidized hallucination. The aftermath, the inhale. So, where does that leave us? The taxi companies are gone. The public transit systems in many cities have been gutted because everyone switched to Ubers. And now, the company that won the war is finally profitable. Not because they invented a better way to drive, but because they finally jacked up the prices to what they should have been in the first place. We're not paying for a ride anymore. We're paying back the billionaires for the cheap rides they gave us 10 years ago. It's the same pattern. The inhale before the scream. We got hooked on the convenience, and now we're stuck with the bill. The cheap ride was a lie. The expensive ride is the reality. And the only thing disrupted was your bank account. See you in the next innovative bubble.